What's going on, guys? Great Disciple back with another Gray's Mail. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Now, before I begin in this episode of Gray's Mail, I wanted to give a quick shout out to another YouTuber. He goes by the name of GCP20. I'm going to put his link in the description below. He does this little series on his channel. He's not a very big YouTuber, so many of you probably haven't heard about him, but he does this series where it's you pick, I play. Now, GCP is predominantly a TDM player, and I gave him a challenge to go into Safeguard with the particular setup and see if he could get 50 kills. Well, not only does he get the 50 kills, but he gets 91. And it was great to see because I love it when people go outside their comfort zones, try something new, and it just goes really, really well. So y'all go check him out. Now, I got a bunch of really cool questions that I'm going to go over in this one. A little bit of a different variation. What was interesting is a lot of the questions I got for this video actually came from my Battlefield video that I did last week on Something Fresh. So if you guys want to go check that out, I had a really good comment section on that one. And before I get into it, for everybody who's getting ready for COD 4 coming up, the video I did on Friday last week, there is a lot of great information in there. If you've never played COD 4 and you're wondering about the game, what should you run, what guns work the best, what perks you should use, and that kind of thing, you guys go read the comment section because there is some amazing information over there, all right? Okay, so the first question, and I like this one, it came from Straps, and I've spoken about Straps before on my channel, and he asked me, are you worried that COD won't be enough to sustain your channel? And you know, I was at first, when the beta first came out for Infinite Warfare and I played it and it was such a bomb in that first weekend and all the negativity that surrounded it, I thought to myself, and I didn't really speak about it on the channel, but I thought to myself is, oh man, I just spent the last year building my channel based on Call of Duty, the game that I love, and this game looks like it's gonna explode. Then the second weekend came and it played a lot better, and I realized that if I uploaded Black Ops 3, or COD 4, or Infinite Warfare, or even Battlefield, people are going to watch. And so the idea that I have Black Ops 3 and COD 4 to fall back on if Infinite Warfare doesn't work out, because my main concern is a lot of people aren't going to like Infinite Warfare and I'm going to like it and I'm going to upload it and people aren't going to watch the videos where I upload that gameplay. So if I see that happen, I will probably stop uploading that game and just focus on Black Ops 3 and COD 4, because obviously I want to get the views. I don't want people to leave me because they don't like a game, right? Now, if Infinite Warfare is a complete flop, I may actually go back to the PS3 and upload some Black Ops 2 because I actually missed that game. I really want to go back. I don't know how it looks. I've seen some videos on YouTube. It looks kind of fuzzy, but I may actually do that. We'll see. You know, on that same token, and I've had this question asked many times, so I'm not going to put a name down. I have a lot of people ask me if I'm going to play Titanfall 2. Well, number one, you guys, I never played Titanfall 1 because I didn't have a PlayStation 4 when that game came out. And I watched a lot of videos on Titanfall. That game died so fast. I think it only lasted about 2 weeks to a month on YouTube, and then it was just dead. It could not compete. And so I've seen the videos on Titanfall 2. It looks okay, but it's really not my flavor. It's a little too futuristic, and I know you guys are going to think that that's funny because, I mean, you look how futuristic Infinite Warfare is, but the mechs, I just don't like the mech suits, or the Titans, whatever you call them. It's really not my flavor, so I don't think I'm gonna play it. I may rent it and try it out, but and then kill an AI at the same time, it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't really appeal to me. All right, now I like this question, and it comes from Fred Torres, and I've been mentioning him a lot on my videos lately. I don't know why, man. You just keep on sparking some stuff in me, man. But here you go. The question is this: what YouTube channels do you follow other than gaming channels? And you guys would be surprised. I follow a lot of really interesting things, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go in alphabetical order. I think that'd probably be the best way to do this. There's a channel called Denton Bible Media Ministry. You guys, that's Tommy Nelson's ministry. Tommy Nelson was the study guide that I used when I went through Ecclesiastes. I actually went to Denton Bible for 9 years. And I also wanted to mention that if you guys go over there and check it out, he did a sermon recently. Now, when he uploads his sermons to YouTube, he usually gets somewhere between 600 to 800 views. This particular sermon, called The Continental Divide, which was a sermon on the political atmosphere right now in America, Republicans versus Democrats, arguably the best sermon I think I've heard in the last 15 years. That sermon is going viral. It's already up to 22,000 views, and this is as of Friday, October 28th when I'm doing this commentary. You guys should go check it out. I'll put a link below to it. Let's see. I also watch a gentleman by the name of David Seaman, and I've actually used him in one of my videos before where I talked about gaslighting. This was about 2 or 3 weeks back. He's a political analyst. He's a liberal, but he's got a really good perspective on politics. So I've been following him through the Hillary Clinton stuff and the WikiLeaks. Very cool guy. Y'all should check him out. There is a musician, and I don't know how I came across this kid, but he does cover music, and I've used his music in one of my videos before. His name is Alex Aono, I believe. This kid has so many subscribers, and every video he does gets at least 2 million views. Y'all should check him out. Now, there is a hilarious channel, and I've mentioned this one in the past. It's called You Suck at Cooking. Every time this guy posts a video, it immediately goes to YouTube trending because it is absolutely hilarious. Now, y'all may not know this about me, but I do most of the cooking in my house. It's just kind of happened that way. I enjoy cooking. I've enjoyed cooking ever since I was a little kid. And I came across this guy's channel because I was looking for a recipe for something in specific, and he had this spoof on this recipe. You guys go check out this channel. You will laugh so hard at some of the stuff that he does. You Suck at Cooking. Just put it in the YouTube search bar, okay? I also watched this other kid, and I met him on Twitter. He used to be in FaZe, but now he does troll videos. His name's Troll Munchies. Y'all may have heard of him before. I think he's got over 500,000 subscribers, but I watch him from time to time. He doesn't really do gaming videos anymore. I also watch Anonymous. I'm sure many of you guys see Anonymous's videos. They use the V for Vendetta guy, and they do these political type videos, and they talk about uprisings and revolutions. Pretty cool stuff. I like it. It's entertaining to me. And then let me see, is there anybody else? Yes, there is actually somebody else. There's a gentleman by the name of Steve Farrar. And Steve Farrar, I've spoken about him before in my videos as well. He's written a lot of books that I read. I actually attend his Bible study on a fairly regular basis. He wrote a book called Point Man many years ago. Well, what this guy does is he teaches a ministry to men in particular on how to be godly men, you know, how to treat your wives and your kids, to be successful in business, you know, things like that. So I follow everything that he does. And I think the last one, and you guys may have seen this trending on YouTube as well, it's called Bad Lip Reading. Where, I mean, they started off doing it with sports, like the guys on the sideline. Oh my gosh, it is so funny. And they've done it for the debates. That stuff is hilarious. Bad lip reading. And then occasionally I'll go to SNL and I'll watch some of their old skits and just laugh for hours. So that's who I watch on YouTube. All right, now the final question is going to be a little bit more serious. It comes from one of my subscribers by the name of Victor Palma, and he asked me this. He said, could you maybe do a commentary sometime about finding what you like to do and what's going to make you successful in life? I feel like too many jobs out there demand too much of your time, leaving not enough time for yourself and family, and they don't want to compensate you enough either. I just want to know your input on that, if you can, please, and thanks. And then he asked me to put a Christian emphasis on it. Well, everything I do is going to have a Christian emphasis, whether I quote the Bible or not, because I'm going to go at it from a biblical perspective. Now, here's the thing, and I've spoken about this in videos from way far back, okay? And I could try to find them, but let me just talk to what I said back then. Number one, if you are a man, you work. As long as you are able, you work, because there's nothing worse than a man who does not work, okay? Number two, I have never met a man who loves his job. Even the job of your dreams is going to drive you nuts. Nobody likes to go to work. We are all thankful that we have work and that we can make money from it. But nobody truly likes to go to work. But it is a good thing to work because there's nothing worse than a man who doesn't. Okay? Do not be lazy. Now, you said that too many jobs out there demand too much of your time. Yes, they do. When you take a salary from a company, you become beholden to that company. My suggestion to you, if at all possible, is to be self-employed. Now, there's risks in being self-employed like myself. I mean, your income is based 100% upon the labor of your hands and the blessings of God. So if you believe in yourself enough and you feel called to do it, go into the self-employed arena and do it that way because you can control your own schedule. And that's one of the reasons why I've been self-employed for over 15 years. It is a struggle sometimes. You'll have good months and bad months, but it gives me enough time to spend the time with my family that I desire. I have too many friends who wake up and leave their house before their kids get out of bed, and they don't get home until their kids are going into bed. They miss out on 95% of their children's lives. They talk to me about how They get a lot of quality time on Sundays with their kids. And I'm sorry, I completely disagree with you guys, because the only way you're going to find quality time is through quantity of time. I'm thankful for my job because I get to see my kids every morning go to school. I can go eat lunch with them at school if I want to. When they get home from school, I'm already here because I work from the house. I get to read to them at night and have dinner with my family every single night. I get to lay with my children at night and talk with them and listen to what's on their heart. There is only one thing that truly matters in life if you are a father, and that is the discipling of your children. So you want to find a job that allows you the ability to spend one-on-one time with your kids while they're young. But always remember that it is on the man's shoulders to provide for the family. And that's what you're called to do. You are to be the leader, you are to work, you are to earn that income. And if you have to work a job that requires you to travel, and that's the only way that you can provide for your family, then you suck it up and you hit the road. Do you understand me? As for a dream job, I don't know many men in my life who have a quote-unquote dream job. What you have to do is find a job that meets the special gifts and talents that God has bestowed upon you and use them to the glory of His kingdom. And through that, God will bless you financially. That's the only thing that I can tell you on that. And then remember what it says in Colossians. Whatever you do, work as if you're working for the Lord, not for men. It's always about that. Keep your focus on what's important. But if you work a job that keeps you from your wife and your kids and it's starting to hurt your wife and your kids, then you leave that job and you go find something else to do. But always remember that you must provide for your family. I hope that answers your question. If you want me to do more or say more on it, just ask me down below and I can go from there. As always, you guys, Gray's Mail only works if you ask me questions. So put a question down below. If I like it, I'll talk about it. If I think it will help many people, we'll use it in the next one, all right? As always, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, because I'm here every single